this moment on, you for me, dear, only 240, dear, from this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoop-de-doo songs from this moment on. For you got the love I need so much, got the skin I love to touch, got the arms to hold me tight, got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on, from this moment on, you for me, dear, only 240, dear, from this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only whoop-de-doo songs from this moment on. For you got the love I need so much, got the skin I love to touch, got the arms to hold me tight, got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment Billy's Place, the vibe is light and breezy. Billy's Place, it's a virtual speakeasy. It's my home base, I'm glad that you dropped by. Time to grab a libation from the shelf, have whatever you want, you make it yourself. Relax, I'll make your spirits fly. A musical trip, nothing complicated, and if you tip, that's appreciated. Good fellowship with no mask on our face. From apartment 5 across the park, I'll be singing and swinging till it gets dark. Don't worry about finding a place to park, just park it at Billy's Place. At Billy's Place. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 27 of Billy's Place. I'm your host, Billy Stritch. I'm so glad you dropped by for another Thursday night of music. I had such a good time singing Cole Porter last week that I thought, why not do it again? There's so many more great Cole Porter songs to sing. So I put together another hour of Cole Porter for you tonight. So just sit back, relax, get your drink, share this with your friends, let them know you're watching, and we'll just park it at Billy's Place. Why am I just as happy as a child? Why am I like a racehorse running wild? Why am I in a state of ecstasy? The reason is 'cause something happened to me. I'm in love again, and the spring is coming. I'm in love again. Hear my heartstrings strumming. I'm in love again. And the hymn I'm humming is the huddle up, cuddle up blues. I'm in love again, and I can't rise above it. I'm in love again, and I love, love, love it. I'm in news. I'm in love again, and with glee I bubble. I'm in love again, and the fun's just double. I'm in love again. If I got in trouble, I'd be cursing one person I choose. I am in love again. I'm a lovebird singing. I'm in love again. I'm a spring lamb springing. I'm in love again. Wedding bells will be ringing. It's a feeling I know I can't lose. It's love. It's true. Good news. I'm in love again. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me here on this Thursday night in New York City. We finally got a real nip of fall in the air, and it's really feeling like the season. And I'm so glad that you're here with me tonight for another cozy evening of music, Cole Porter music. It doesn't get much better than that. Great love songs. That first song, From This Moment On, was written in 1950 for a show called Out of This World that was produced by George Abbott. But it was cut before the show opened. And then you'll probably remember it from the 1953 film Kiss Me, Kate. It's that fantastic dance with Ann Miller and Carol Haney and Bob Fosse and Bobby Van and Bobby Rawl. It's just a wonderful, iconic MGM movie moment. And I've always loved that song. The second song I just did, I'm in Love Again, is a super song. The song, what I remember most about that song is, do you remember the film Hannah and Her Sisters, that Woody Allen film, where Woody Allen takes Diane Wiest to the Cafe Carlyle, and she just hates it, you know. She just thinks it's just old fuddy-duddy music, and she's just noisy, she's smoking, and she's doing cocaine at the table. It's really nice. But the scene opens up with Bobby Short singing, "Why am I like a racehorse running wild?" So I always think of Bobby Short when I sing that song, when I hear that song. Anyway, I'm so glad you're with me tonight for another episode. 27 weeks we've been doing this, and it's whoever thought at the beginning of this would be going on so long. But it's just great, especially when you get a chance like I do to sing all this great music and have so many of you who are watching and enjoying it. And it grows every week because a lot of my fans and friends who have been watching week after week are sharing it with their friends. And as I said earlier, please take a moment and go to the bottom of your screen where you're watching me and hit that button on Facebook that says share. So it'll go onto your page and people will see it and they'll jump in and they'll join us for the party. We'll be here for an hour singing great Cole Porter songs. Before I go any further, I've got a little bit of housekeeping to do. We've been selling wonderful merchandise in the Red Storefront store, the Billy's Place merchandise store. We've got the coffee mugs, and we've got the tumblers, and we've got the coasters and the mouse pads, and we've got the cheese boards. Oh my God, they're really, really lovely. A couple of friends of mine have ordered those, and they are very thrilled with them. I'm happy with the quality of the merchandise. We've got T-shirts. We've got these great winter hoodies that have the Billy's Place logo and the nice hood, and their sweatshirts, and we introduced those a few weeks ago. And this week, because here we are getting into the season, and I think in 2020 it's not too early to get some holiday cheer into our life. So this week we're starting a new item in the gift store. We're selling Christmas ornaments. And they come in your choice of the 4 different color patterns of the Billy's Place logo. And they come on these beautiful red ribbon. Is that what you call that, ribbon? Red ribbon. And it comes in all 4 colors. So go to the website, the merchandise website, and get yourself a Christmas ornament or 2. Buy some for friends. And also, of course, on my website and on the Billy's Place website, we have my billystritch.com website and the merchandise website. We have my brand new CD that came out just about a month ago. Been getting such great response from that. If you look on my Facebook page, you'll see a wonderful little paragraph that my great friend Rex Reed wrote in support of this album, and I couldn't thank him enough for that. And Rob Lester from Talkin' Broadway did a fantastic review of the album. I've been getting response from all over the world for people who have been downloading the CD. You can download it on Amazon and Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music and iTunes and Napster, all those places. But if you actually want a physical copy of the CD, which I'll be happy to sign, go to billystritch.com and order it, and I will get it right out in the mail to you. And also, this fantastic CD that came out last year called Christmas at Birdland, and I made it with my good buddies Jim Caruso and Clea Blackhurst, with Steve Doyle on bass and Daniel Glass on drums. Special guests, Dave Cause, that great sax man, and the iconic, wonderful, great friend of ours, Donny Osmond, makes a special appearance on this album as well. So you can get that CD as well on mybillystritch.com website. Also, I wanted to mention that my dear friend Luba Mason, who is a fantastic singer and Broadway star, she was in Chicago for a long time. First time I ever saw her was in a show back in the 90s, a great revival of How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And just when this pandemic started, she was in a show called The Girl from the North Country. We've worked together. She has a fantastic act, and we've done it at the Green Room 42, and we've done it at Birdland. And she has a show online tomorrow if you're looking for something really wonderful to watch. She has a brand new CD out called Triangle, and it's really, really unusual. First of all, it's a wonderful eclectic mix of music, and it's just it's three people. It's her, it's her fabulous musical director on Vibes. I listened to it, I'm like, where's the piano? But the more I listened to it, I thought, well, you don't need a piano when you have a Vibes player that's that fabulous, and a terrific bass player. It's a very intimate set of all sorts of iconic music. She does a Khaled song of love from the band's Visit, and she does, it's all over the map what she does, but a song that I really love she does is Say It Over and Over Again. Gorgeous ballad that hardly anybody does. Anyway, she's going to be having a virtual show that she recorded in front of a small audience at the Record Plant, I believe. It's gorgeously produced. I've seen a couple of clips. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Broadway World. Go to Broadway World and go to their events page and buy a ticket for that. And she'll be doing a Q&A meet and greet after that at 9 o'clock, which my partner, my producer, Doug Major, is going to produce that for her. So that's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, the gorgeous Luba Mason on Broadway World. And you have to check that out. Okay, so I got some birthdays. One birthday that I want to acknowledge is a wonderful friend and supporter who used to come and see me all the time, see Jim Caruso and me all the time at Bemelman's Bar at the Cafe Carlisle. And someday we'll be back there. But she's been watching week after week. Her name is Judith Reinecke, and she particularly likes this song. So Judith, I'm going to raise my old-fashioned, make it another old-fashioned, please, to you in cheers and wishing you a wonderful happy birthday. This song is for you. This was your request. One of Cole Porter's great list songs, of which I'll be doing a few tonight. Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy. Have I the right hunch, or have I the wrong? Will it be Bach that I hear, or just a Cole Porter song? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last love? Is it a rainbow or just a mirage? Will it be tender and sweet or merely massage? Is it a brainstorm in one of its quirks? Or is it the best, the crest of the works? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Should I say thumbs down and give it a shove? Or is it at long last love? Is it a breakdown or is it a break? Is it a real porterhouse or simply a steak? What can account for these strange pitter-pats? Could this be the dream, the cream, the catch? Is it to rescue or is it to wreck? Is it an ache in the heart or just a pain in the neck? Is it the ivy you touch with a glove? Or is it at long last love? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last? Is it at long last love? At long last love. That was the title of a film. You know, this film by Peter Bogdanovich came out probably in 1973 or 74, and I remember it was Sybil Shepherd and Burt Reynolds and Eileen Brennan, and it was all in black and white, and they used all these Cole Porter songs. Now, the film was a big flop, but when I saw it then, I thought, hey, this is a great movie. I mean, it was like all those songs, and it was my introduction to a lot of the great Cole Porter songs, and that's the title of that movie. Check it out if you get a chance. It's maybe kind of hard to find. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it in a long time. And I also love that last lyric. Is it the ivy you touch with a glove? Because it always makes me think of Doug and I had a wonderful dog named Ivy, and we loved her so much. And so whenever I sing that line, I think of Ivy and touching her and how wonderful she was and how much we miss her. Another birthday to celebrate tonight. My friend and supporter who's been watching every week, Kimberly Cetron. It's her birthday as well, and I know that she is watching. So another cheers to you, Kimberly. Kimberly sent me some wonderful, Doug and I sent from month to month, different wonderful masks that she makes, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate her support for the show. She's a musician as well, and she always has great comments about what we do, and I appreciate her, and I know she appreciates these shows. This is a song that was from a film called Rosalie in 1937, and it was sung in that film by Nelson Eddy. Got a lot of requests for this one. In the still of the night, as I gaze from my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts so stray to you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, all the times without wonder, darling, when I say to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the chill still of the all the times without wonder, darling, when I say to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the chill still of the in the still of the night, in the still of the night. One of his most beautiful, beautiful love songs, of which there are many, many love songs. Happy birthday, Kimberly, and happy birthday, Judith. I'm so glad you're both celebrating with me tonight here at Billy's Place. If you just joined us, my name is Billy Stritch. We're singing Cole Porter this hour. I'm singing Cole Porter this hour for all of you. And also, if you're able to contribute anything virtually in the way of a donation, that is greatly appreciated. As you know, I say this every week. It's so appreciated and so affirming and so encouraging. And it really gets me excited week to week to prepare the next week. So there are a couple of ways you could do that virtually. One is through PayPal, and that is my address on PayPal is bstritch@yahoo.com. And the other way is on Venmo, and that's at Billy-Stritch. And if you don't do either one of those applications, just shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, and I'll send you my address, and you can do it that way. You can send me a check if you'd like. Had such wonderful donations, and a lot of you donate something every single week. No amount is too large or too small, and as I say, it really keeps me going. It makes it possible for me to do this and do the lyrics and tune the piano and get the lights and keep everything tip-top as much as we can. I'm going to sing a medley of two songs now. Cole Porter, obviously, it's all Cole Porter tonight. The first song is from a film called Born to Dance. It was just on Turner Classic yesterday, I believe. I sang a song from that film last week called Rap Tap on Wood. And that was danced in the film by Eleanor Powell. One of the other stars in that film is a very, very young Jimmy Stewart. And I remember in the film That's Entertainment, there's a clip of him singing this song, and his narration is so cute because he was not a singer to speak of, but he does a really good job. And there's a clip of him singing the song, and it's rangy, for one thing. And he's very self-deprecating. He says, you know, by that time, people had heard the song, and it was a great Cole Porter song, and they thought even his voice couldn't ruin the song. So it's very charming if you get a chance to see that film, Born to Dance. It's a terrific movie from 1936, and I've coupled it with a song from 1943 from a Broadway show called Something to Shout About. I know too well that I'm just wasting precious time in thinking such a thing could be, that you could ever care for me. I'm sure you hate to hear the words I adore you, dear, but grant me just the same, I'm not entirely to blame for you'd be so easy to love, so easy to idolize, all others above, so worth the yearning for, so swell to keep every home fire burning for. We'd be so grand at the game, so carefree together that it does seem a shame that you can't see your future with me, 'cause you'd be so easy to love. You be so nice to come home to. You be so nice by the fire, by the breeze on high, sang a lullaby. You be all that I could desire under stars chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. We'd be so grand at the game, so carefree together that it does seem a shame that you can't see your future with me, 'cause you be so easy to, you be so nice and easy to love. Two great songs by Cole Porter. Yes?
Our viewers can catch Born to Dance this Sunday morning at 6 a.m. on Turner Classic.
Oh, okay. Doug just said, okay, set your DVRs. DVR alert. This Sunday morning at 6 a.m., unless you're up that early. I know I'm not. Born to Dance is going to be on again. It is such a sweet movie. Eleanor Powell, first of all, nobody danced like that, I got to say. Between Born to Dance and Lady Be Good, those are my two favorite movies that feature her in them. So DVR alert, 6. Thank you, Doug. Turner Classic Movies. Turner Classic Movies is practically the only station that we ever watch here because, yeah, that's me. I feel like I was born way too late, and I love all those great old movies. Although, have you noticed now, if you watch Turner Classic, they're sneaking in some movies from the 80s and 90s, and I guess maybe they're classics now. I guess to young people, the 80s might be classic. Every now and then, but, I'm all about the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Okay. Cheers, everybody. All right. Oh, my God, I'm nervous about this one. Here's another one of those Cole Porter songs with like a ton of verses. And so many people sing this song better. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, better. Well, okay, please. One person that comes to mind is my buddy Jeff Harner. He's been singing this song for a long time with Alex Rybeck at the piano. And you know who else sings Cole Porter better than anybody is Steve Ross. I know a lot of you would agree with that. I got a request to do Can Can, and I said, oh, no. There's no way I'm going to touch that song because as far as I'm concerned, that really is Steve's song. This song is a song that I really do think of Jeff when he sings it, but I'm going to attempt it for you tonight. It's from the 1936 musical Red, Hot, and Blue. And this musical starred Ethel Merman, who was already a big star by then, Jimmy Durante, who was a big star by then, and Bob Hope, who was getting to be a pretty big star by then. And, if you know anything at all about Broadway history and certainly about billing and all that stuff, it was they couldn't decide on who was going to get top billing, whether it was Ethel Merman or Jimmy Durante. And Bob Hope was like third billed. But they did this X here. And so one week in the playbill, it would say Ethel Merman, Jimmy Durante. And then the next week in the playbill, it would say Jimmy Durante, Ethel Merman. So they both got their names on the top, but one person will be on the left going down to the right, one person will be on the right going down to the left. Look it up. It's really kind of fascinating. Now you see it all the time in films, like if there's two people, they'll put somebody in the top right and somebody in the lower left, trying to stagger it a little bit. And it's a way of giving two people top billing, but this was, I think, the first time that was ever done. Isn't that an interesting story? Don't you learn things at Billy's Place? I'm going to get on with the song. This is the verse. I don't sing, but the verse is, I feel the sudden urge to sing the kind of ditty that invokes the spring. So control your desire to curse while I crucify the verse, which is what I would have done if I would have tried to. This verse I've started seems to be the tin panthesis of melody. So to spare you all the pain, I'll skip the darn thing and sing the refrain. All right, pray for me. The night is young, the skies are clear, and if you want to go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. I understand the reason why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. You can tell at a glance what a swell night this is for romance. You can hear dear Mother Nature whispering low. Let yourself go, so please be sweet, my chickadee. When I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's delectable, it's delirious, it's dilemma, it's delimit, it's deluxe, it's delovely. Time marches on, soon it's plain. You've won my heart and I've lost my brain. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. Life seems so sweet. We decide it's in the back to get unified. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. See the crowd in the church, see the proud parson plopped on his perch. Get the sweet beat of that organ sealing our doom. Here goes the groom, boom, how they cheer, how they smile as we go galloping down the aisle. It's divine, dear, it's divine, dear, it's de wunderbar, it's de victory, it's de vallop, it's Vollop, it's de Vinner, it's de Vikes, it's de lovely. The knot is tied, and so we take a few hours off to eat wedding cake. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's de lovely. It feels so fine to be a bride and house the groom while he's slightly fried. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. To the pop of champagne, off we hop in our plush little plane till a bright light through the darkness cozily calls. Niagara Falls, all's well, my love, our day's complete. What a beautiful bridal suite. It's dreamy, it's drowsy, it's de reverie, it's de rhapsody, it's de regal, it's de royal, it's de Ritz, it's de lovely. We settle down as man and wife to solve this riddle called married life. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. We're on the crest, have no cares, just a couple of honey bears. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. All's as right as can be, till one night at my window I see an absurd bird with a bundle hang on his nose. Get baby clothes. Those eyes of yours are filled with joy when nurse appears and says, it's a boy. He's appalling, he's appealing, he's a pollywog, he's a paragon, he's a Popeye, he's a panic, he's a pimp, it's the lovely. Well, I made it through that story. So charming. Red Hot and Blue, 1936. Ah, Cole Porter, I tell you, he could do anything. The greatest love song, the greatest comedy song, the greatest list song. He had such an ear for the vernacular, and he did the music too. Oh my God, the words and the music. Well, except for in the case of this next song that I'm going to sing. Now, we all know Cole Porter wrote words and music to everything, but evidently when he died, he left some lyrics, I guess in a piano bench someplace or in a box, and he had not completed music to the lyrics. And so, they were left by, I want to make sure I get this right because my friend sent me all this information. After Cole Porter's passing, he'd left a few lyrics that had never been set to music. And our friend Bradshaw Smith, if you've been in cabaret for a long time like I have, you fondly remember Bradshaw Smith. He had a great public access show called Broadway Beat. And anytime somebody did a show, he filmed it. He had this incredible library. He was just such a great guy. He's sadly gone and very, very missed. But he was a big fan of a lot of ours. And after he discovered these lyrics, he suggested that who better to write music to some of these lyrics than the great Ann Hampton Callaway. Well, he was certainly right about that. So years later, Ann was recording a Cole Porter compilation CD for Ben Bagley. That's another old name if you've been around cabaret a long time. Ben Bagley used to do this. Bagley used to do these great albums called Cole Porter Revisited, Rodgers and Hart Revisited. And they had these great covers that were done by Harvey Schmidt, and they were on a label called Painted Smiles. And you can still find all these albums, but the conceit was to find songs that had not been recorded or cut songs, it's a great treasure trove of great material. So Ann was doing a CD for Ben Bagley of Cole Porter, and she mentioned that she had written music to this great Cole Porter song, and so he said he wanted her to record the song in case he could get permission to release it. And he sent the recording to the Cole Porter estate, and the first people he talked to said, no. They're not gonna. No, there's no way. There's no way that we're gonna publish this song. And anyway, Ben Bagley would not take no for an answer, and he said, you know what? Ann would like to get the no from the head of the estate, and so Callaway and Ann Hampton Callaway and Ben Bagley were told by the head of the estate that the collaboration would be published, and it makes Ann Hampton Callaway the only composer in history to have ever collaborated with Cole Porter. Now, that enough would be a great feather in her cap, but she has gone on to be a platinum-selling artist, has got numerous gold and platinum albums for songs that she wrote for Barbra Streisand. She wrote the theme to The Nanny Named Fran, and she's been my dear friend for at least 30 years, if not more. And so she recorded this song on Ben Bagley's 1990 CD called Cole Porter Revisited Volume 5 on Painted Smiles Records. And then her first solo CD in 92 on DRG Records, which is where I did my first solo CD in 1992, she recorded this song. And it's truly a wonderful, wonderful song you're about to see. It's called I Gaze in Your Eyes, with a lyric by Cole Porter and a beautiful melody by my dear friend and yours, Ann Hampton Callaway. every fear that used to be here has gone from my mind. I gaze in your eyes and find, even when you depart, that every care that used to be there has gone from my heart. So give me your love, the love I shall always prize, that I may gaze the rest of my days. Just gaze and gaze and gaze in your eyes. I gaze in your eyes and find, even when you depart, that every care that used to be there has gone from my heart. So give me your love, the love I shall always prize, that I may gaze the rest of my days. Just gaze and gaze and gaze in your eyes. Just gaze and gaze and gaze in your Wow. Anne, what a beautiful melody you wrote. Anne Hampton Callaway, lyric by Cole Porter. I love that it's such a classic Porter lyric, but the melody has got a lovely contemporary sort of jazz feel to it. It's just great. It's like you've really bridged a wonderful gap there, and you should be very proud. I know you wrote it a long time ago, but honey, they can't take that away from you. That is a classic song, and you are the only person that has ever collaborated with Cole Porter. Thank you so much for sharing that song with me and allowing me to sing it for you tonight. Shout out to you and your lovely wife, Kari. You guys, I miss you so much. They're living in Tucson these days, and so we don't get to see them very much. I mean, it's not like I get to see anybody very much these days, but I miss seeing them. I got to visit them a couple of times there last year, and I'm looking forward to the next time because they live in a beautiful, beautiful home up in the mountains in Tucson. And so I'm sending you all my love. Ann does a Callaway Hideaway show, and I believe it's the last Sunday of the month. You'll have to go on her website or her Facebook to find out exactly when, because I think it's the last Sunday of this month, but I think in December she's going to back it up and we can do it like the next to last Sunday in December. But it's fantastic. She does it right there from her piano in Tucson, and it's a Zoom thing, so you can join. You buy a ticket ahead of time, and you can applaud and you can interact, and it's great, and it's really great to hear her. She does a different theme every month, and you're miraculous. Thank you so much. Speaking of our DRG releases in 92, you had a release. Our dear departed friend Hugh Fortin had this great label called DRG, and a wonderful engineer named Cynthia Daniels. And around the same time, you did your first CD, and I did my first CD on DRG. And so here's a song, a Cole Porter song that I recorded on my CD. Now, good luck, you guys, finding it. This CD is not anywhere where you can stream it, and I might have to try to figure out how to do that. And it's really not in print. You can find it on Amazon, but you might have to pay some money for it. I don't know why you'd want to. I mean, it's okay. It's good. But, you know, I have other CDs. I have newer CDs. And if you go on my website, you can get this one. You can get Jazz Live. You can get Waters of March. You can get Mel Torme. You can get the CD I did with Clea Blackhurst called Dreaming of a Song, Cole Porter, and the Christmas CD. So they're all there. This is from my 1990 DRG release, very originally titled Billy Stritch. We're all alone, no chaperone can get our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When Adam won Eve's hand, he wouldn't stand for teasing. He didn't care about those apples out of season. They say that spring means just one thing to little lovebirds. We're not above birds, let's misbehave. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why keep the brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure a peu d'amour would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave. You know my heart is true, and you say you for me care. Somebody's sure to tell, but what the hell do we care? They say that bears have love affairs, and even camels. We're merely mammals, let's misbehave. Birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it. Come on, baby, let's misbehave. Let's misbehave. That's from a 1927 show, Cole Porter's first Broadway show called Paris. And it was cut from that show in rehearsals because I read that the guy really couldn't sing it very well. But they replaced it with birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it. Let's do it, which I sang last week. So that's why I tagged that on to the end of that. So if you're just joining us, Billy's Place, Cole Porter, we got a few more songs to go. And if you're able to send something in the way of a tip or a gratuity for having a wonderful time and having a drink, and you feel like paying a little music charge, you could do that on my PayPal or on my Venmo. And it's really appreciated so much. Oh, so much you can't even imagine. Thank you so much. I love doing these shows. This is a medley of two songs that I've been doing for a long time. The first one is a song that I recorded on my Billy Stritch Sings Mel Torme CD. And the second song I just mixed it with. They don't have a lot to do with each other except that they both have the same kind of tempo. And so don't think too hard about the connection of the songs. But the first one's from the 1935 musical Jubilee. And the second one is from the 1953 Broadway show Can Can. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy things, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we thought of it before the end of it, when we started painting the town. We'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. It's the wrong time and the wrong place. Though your face is charming, it's the wrong face. It's not her face, but such a charming face that it's all right with me. It's the wrong song in the wrong style. Though your smile is lovely, it's the wrong smile. It's not her smile, but such a lovely smile that it's all right with me. You can't know how happy I am that we met. I'm strangely attracted to you. There's someone I'm trying so hard to forget. Don't you want to forget someone too? It's the wrong game with the wrong chips. Though your lips are tempting, they're the wrong lips. They're not her lips, but they're such lips that if some night you're free, then it's alright, it's alright, it's alright with me. If we thought a bit about the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Just one of those things. Cole Porter, I love that song. Kay Thompson did a great version of that song. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings. And she got to the end, she goes, so goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we never meet again. A little bitter, but that was Kay. She always had a great way of like changing songs and arranging them up a little bit different. Check out that recording sometime. Kay's just one of those things. Here's a really, really beautiful ballad, and it's again. Last week I did I Concentrate on You, and I sang So in Love, and this is probably those are two of my favorite Cole Porter ballads, and this would have to go right along with it. Probably my one of my top three, certainly top five. And I found a great verse. My fan who's been watching me for a while, a guy named Jack Wood, wrote me earlier this week, and he sent me a beautiful recording by, I believe, the Vienna Philharmonic. It's just a instrumental, but it's gorgeous, of this song, but it had the verse to it, but no lyric, of course. So I love the melody of the verse, so I dug it out, and I've transposed it, and I've worked on it, and I hope I do it well. You may not know this verse, but you'll know the song once I get to it. A gorgeous song from a 1943 show called Mexican Hayride. of song I could only write, a song with words and music divine. I would serenade you every night, and you'd relent and consent to be mine. But alas, just an amateur am I, and so I'll not be surprised, my dear, if you smile and politely pass it by when this my first love song you hear. I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, echo the hill. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, when at last she sees daffodils. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again love's old melody. I love you. That's the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again love's old melody. I love you. That's the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. I just love that melody. I love that. First of all, how many times do you hear this interval? I mean, that's really unusual, that major seventh. Um, it's just iconic. I mean, what a brain, what a talent. It's just amazing. That is so rapturous and is so, I get a thrill just singing it, and I hope that you enjoyed my version of it. I love you. For Mexican Hayride, 1943. Well, it's time to wrap up. I've had the best time singing Volume 2 of Cole Porter, and who knows, maybe sometime in 2021 when things calm down a little bit, well, who knows. But we are praying that I know as all of you are, that in a couple of months everything's going to start to look up. These are weird times we're in. there's a lot of ego and power struggles and lots of just crazy stuff going on in the world, and it's hard not to get mad and upset about it, but we all are going to survive. It makes it doubly hard that the holidays are coming up, and so many of you, I know, and me and Doug included, we're very sad that we can't really be with family this year. It's not the year to go traveling to other states and being with large groups of people. I know some of you are probably going to meet with just 3 or 4 people, or just your immediate family, and that's great. But really, if you're thinking about going and being with a big group, think twice about it, because I don't want to be preachy at all, because we all listen to the news and we know that we are not out of the woods yet. So
Tell them who they can spend the holidays with.
yeah, I was just about to. That's what I'm leading up to. Oh, I was about to lead up to it. Yeah. No, this is my lead in. You can spend the Doug's saying, tell them who to spend the holidays with. Well, because we were sitting here thinking, as weeks were coming up to Thanksgiving, I was thinking, well, Thursday, is Thanksgiving. I'll skip Thanksgiving. And then about a week ago, Doug said, well, why don't we do something on Thanksgiving? And I was like, well, yeah, it's not like we have to go to a big dinner. We're not going out of town or doing anything. And we realized that a lot of my fans and friends out there, maybe by Thursday night, certainly, you'll be right back in your house and looking for something to do. So we are going to do episode 28, a Thanksgiving show, next Thursday night, and hope you can join us for that. I'm trying to think of songs for it now, so if you guys have any ideas for songs that might kind of pertain to the season, they don't all have to. It's going to be a mix of stuff. But it'll be a nice time for us to be together. I thought it was a great idea Doug had. I'm totally on board, and I hope that you guys will join us right here next Thursday night at 8 o'clock for a Thanksgiving show at Billy's Place. Before I leave, one more time, I want to thank my dear love of my life, Doug Major, who is my producer and my partner. And, coming up on the 28th of November, right after Thanksgiving, we'll be celebrating 21 years together. And they said it would never last, right? We're staying together for the sake of the dogs. So our little foursome here. But I couldn't do this without him, and I hope he knows that. If you have, one more time, will you put up the donation things just in case? If you get a chance to send a tip my way to us, we would appreciate it. And leave your comments in the comments for the show. But if you have specific requests for Thanksgiving in the weeks to come, I'm taking requests again. I have lists from a while ago. I need to dig back into that, but I'm taking requests for Thanksgiving and beyond. So write me a message in Facebook Messenger. That's the way I'll get it really quickly. Cheers. This was a good drink. Another old-fashioned. This has been a fun evening for me, and I hope it has been for you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I'm going to leave you with this song from 1930 from a show called The New Yorkers. I happen to like New York. I happen to like this town. I like the city air. I like to drink of it. The more I know New York, the more I think of it. I like the sound, the smell, even the stink of it. I happen to like New York. I like to go to Battery Park and watch those liners moving in. I often ask myself, why should it be that they should come so far from across the sea? I suppose it's because they all agree with me. They happen to like New York. Last Sunday afternoon, I took a trip to Hackensack, and after I gave Hackensack the once over, I took the next train back. I happen to like this town. have to give the world my last farewell, and the undertaker starts to ring my funeral bell. I don't want to go to heaven, don't want to go to hell. I happen to like New York. I happen to like New York. I happen to like New York. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. See you on Thanksgiving. Mwah.